In this video, I'm going to be doing a review on plasmalogens, all right, which are basically a phospholipid supplement. Specifically here, the ones that I've been using are from Prodrome Science, okay? So they have the ProdromeNeuro right here, which is omega-3 plasmalogens. And then they also have the ProdromeGlia in addition. So that's going to be your omega-9 plasmalogens. Now, what they do is just help support brain and nerve function. It's pretty much the basis, right, of your brain. It's found in really high concentrations in brain cell membranes, particularly in white matter and myelin. So the plasmalogens support membrane fluidity and synaptic function, allowing efficient signal transmission to neural tissues, myelin sheath health. And so I was actually put on to plasmalogens by a few just really well-respected veterans in the health and longevity, anti-aging space, Anthony Castor and Elizabeth Yurth. I know are two people that have talked about it and just how it's one of the most, kind of unknown and underrated and not really talked about supplements that they believe almost everybody should be on, not just for brain health, but helping with, all kinds of tissues in the body. Like I mentioned, there's two main products that they offer, the Glia and the Neuro. All right, so the Glia is mainly helping with the stability of the myelin membranes, right? So those myelin sheaths in your brain. And then the DHA plasmalogens, which is the Neuro, supports neurotransmitter release, modulating activity of key receptors involved in neuronal survival and plasticity. And it also reduces inflammatory signaling. As Anthony Castor really eloquently explains, I definitely recommend checking out his stuff, some of his content. I'll try to link to some of his videos in the description, but he basically just explains that plasmalogens are pretty much the basis and building blocks to every cell in your body, right? So with your brain, it solidifies and amplifies the signals between neurons to optimize physical and cognitive performance. In the blood, people with high blood plasmalogens were 80% less likely to experience dementia and are proven to live longer. The cell walls, plasmalogens are the building blocks of healthy cells, including building and strengthening the myelin sheath in neuronal cells. Plasmalogens have stabilizing and antioxidant effects in the lungs. In the heart, strengthens the heart muscle by reinforcing the cellular structure and function of preventing premature oxidation. With hair and nails, and nail beds and hair follicles allow richer and thicker hair and healthier and faster growing nails. With anti-aging, it's antioxidant free radical that acts as the body's first line of defense against oxidation, disease, and aging. And with the eyes, lastly here, plasmalogen is vitally important in the membranes of neuronal tissues that link the brain and the retina. The higher the plasmalogen levels, the lower the risk of glaucoma. So yeah, it's very highly science-backed, and there's a lot of really good research on the benefits of plasmalogens. And so luckily with this company right here, Prodrome Science, you can actually access of extremely high quality plasmalogen in the two main forms that have been shown and proven to be the most efficacious at providing all those benefits. So these are things that I'm just going to keep in my stack, in my rotation. I think that anyone looking to, just spend money on any supplement that is going to put money in the bank for you in terms of just building up your health and reducing medical bills down the line, it just seems like, from what I've seen and the benefits that people report with using it, and then just also just the science, it definitely makes sense to have in your routine. Other people I would look into if you wanted to learn more about plasmalogens is Alex Keuchel. He coached a lot of top gold medal award-winning Olympians in this last Paris Olympics, coaches a lot of top athletes, always traveling to different pro sports teams. And he's a big fan of plasmalogens as well. So I'll try to link to some of the stuff and content that he has on that. He even goes to the length of claiming that before you should even be taking omega-3s, you should be, implementing plasmalogens into your supplement routine, just because they're that critical and that crucial to just, all the functions in the body and the benefits, especially if you're an athlete, you're looking to just perform, have high energy, as you get older. With me being in my 30s now, I'm looking into all those kinds of anti-aging things, just trying to do everything I can to ensure that, I'm living the best quality of life that I can, and that my energy levels don't dip off. And I've seen a lot of benefits with just different things, different peptides and so forth. So yeah, it's a really exciting time that we live in today with all the just the information age that we live in, what we have access to as far as the science and different compounds that we can just have at our fingertips. I think is pretty cool. So I reached out to Prodrome, and they were able to give me a 35% off discount code to share with my audience. So it should just be my first name, Seth, and then 35. So yeah, big percentage off. Use that at checkout, get some additional savings off your purchase. I definitely recommend, if you haven't already implemented plasmalogens in your supplement routine, definitely giving it a shot and seeing how it goes for you. But with that being said, if you have tried plasmalogens, definitely let us know your experience down below in the comments. I'd be curious to see, personally with me, I've been using it for about a month, 2 months. I would say, if anything, I've just experienced better memory, better just mental cognition, little to no brain fog so far. And those are all things that are great, because in the past, I do deal with those on a pretty regular basis, but so far, so good. I do a ton of other stuff as well. So I'm pretty sold and convinced on the science behind it and so forth. So it's going to be in my rotation. But again, if you tried it out, definitely let us know your experience down below in the comments. I think it's going to blow up and become much more popular, in the near future. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to drop me a like down below, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.